This is Mrs. Corajanis. In this video, we will explore the Algebra 1 program that we will be using this school year, Envision Algebra 1. I will be switching back and forth from the slide presentation, the online program, and an electronic version of the scavenger hunt. You can pause the video if you need to. Materials needed. You will need access to the video through a Chromebook, computer, phone, or something else. And you will need a copy of the scavenger hunt. An electronic copy on your Chromebook or computer is fine, or a print copy is fine as well. We will discuss how you will be turning in your work in another video and through other communication. Objectives. Students will explore the Algebra 1 program by completing a scavenger hunt. You're going to complete the scavenger hunt on Envision, and you're going to also write down your answers on the electronic or the print version, whatever it is that you have. Students will be able to log in to Envision through EasyBridge, locate the topic and its corresponding lessons, locate their assignments as not started, in progress, or completed, locate the e-text and tools, and locate their grades. Directions. Complete the scavenger hunt by logging into Envision through EasyBridge. Answer the questions for the scavenger hunt on the worksheet. That can be done either electronically or in print. Log onto EasyBridge. Sign into your Dearborn Schools account. Student number at dearbornschools.org. If you need help with your password, please contact me. Log on to EasyBridge. Click on the square. In the top right-hand side of your screen, there will be a square made up of 9 smaller squares. Where you see the arrow that I have, click on that. Scroll down until you find the Envision icon. The Envision icon is going to look like the one I'm pointing to with the arrow. It's going to be a colorful square. After you click on it, the screen should look similar to the screen I have on the screen, with a snapshot of the screen. Okay, select Realize. That is your program. The screen should look similar to the snapshot of a screen. This is what your screen should look like. Something similar to this. Okay, let the scavenger hunt begin. Okay, so you're on this screen here. Let's go to our scavenger hunt. And the scavenger hunt is divided into 3 parts. Let's begin with part 1. Part 1 says, directions. Go to Browse, then follow the steps below and complete the scavenger hunt. It says, go to topic 2. What is the title of topic 2? So we go here. What we can do is, I can split screen this. Okay, so we go to Browse. And it'll show you all of the topics, okay? So our program is divided into topics. Topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4. In the first semester, we're going to complete the first 4 topics, okay? So this says go to Browse, then follow the steps below and complete. Okay, so go to topic 2. So here's topic 2. It says, what is the title of topic 2? Well, right here underneath it says linear equations. That is the title. Okay, so the title of topic 2 is linear equations. Okay, now it says go to lesson 2-3. Within each topic, there's a lesson. So we're going to this topic, and it has all the lessons. It has lesson 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4. This wants us to go to 2-3, so we'll click on this. This is what is the title of lesson 2-3. The title of lesson 2-3 is this up here in the green heading over here where it says standard form. Standard form. Copy the sections from this page. So what we want here, the sections are standard form, interactive student edition, 2-3 virtual nerd, and 2-3 virtual nerd. Okay, so the first part is the title. The second part allows you to go into the interactive student edition. This is where you're going to find all of your examples and the teaching and things like that. So this is interactive student edition. Realize reader lesson 2-3. Okay, then we have assess and differentiate. And we have 2-3 virtual nerd. How do you use X and Y inner text? The second one is 2-3 virtual nerd. How do you write an equation of a line? Spelled equation wrong, it looks like. Okay, so that's enough. Then it has copy the lesson essential question. To find the lesson essential question, we need to select the interactive student edition. Okay, so we see here, once we click on the lesson, it has lesson 2-3 standard form, and we have a lesson essential question, lesson vocabulary, common core state standards, an I can statement, and lesson overview. The lesson essential question is, what information does the standard form of a linear equation reveal about a line? Okay, so each lesson is going to begin with a lesson essential question. So what information does, I can't type today, the standard form of a linear equation reveal about a line? And then we can close that up. Lesson vocabulary. Those are the vocabulary words that you're going to need for, um, those are the vocabulary words that you're going to need for this lesson. And the lesson vocabulary is standard form of a linear equation. Close that one up. The Common Core state standards, those are mostly for me for right now, so you don't need to copy those down, but you need to know that everything that we do is aligned to a Common Core state standard. Then we have the I can statement. So what will you be able to do? It says I can write and graph linear equations in standard form. So by the end of this lesson, this is what you should be able to do. So let's copy that one down. So you'll be able to write and graph linear equations in standard form. Okay, so we can close that one up. And then the lesson overview. The lesson overview is going to give you the different parts of the lesson that we're going to do. So this lesson has an explore and reason, example 1, example 2, example 3, example 4, concept summary, do you understand, do you know how, and practice some problem solving. So it says here, copy the lesson overview. So the lesson overview, the sections of the lesson overview are explore and reason, example 1, example 2, example 3, example 4, let's see, concept summary, do you understand, do you know how, and practice some problem solving. Okay, now let's explore the lessons. So it says go to example 3, then go to B. So let's go to example 3. And then go to B. Okay. So when it first comes up, you're going to be at A. So here's example 3A. In order to go to B, you have to press the right arrow key. Each one of these circles represent that there is a different part to the example. So there's A, B, C, or try it, there's a try it, and there's another try it. So let's go to B. Okay, and I want also to bring to your attention that this question can be read to you as well. So if you click on this.
Part B. What does the graph of A times X plus B times Y equals C look like when B equals 0?
Okay, so you can press on that and it will read you the question. So it says write the question for 3B. So let's write that down. So it says, what does the graph of A times X plus B times Y equals C look like when B equals 0? Okay, so then our next question is what happens when you select solution? So let's click on solution and it tells you what to do. Okay. Go ahead and write your own answer. What happens when you select solution? So you can pause this and write down what happens. Okay, what happens when you select more? Copy the sections of more. So if I take this to the right, up here to the top right, it says more. Let's select that and see what happens. This section comes up. Lesson essential question, lesson vocabulary, common core standards, I can statements, and resource links. So resource links come up, and so do the lesson essential question, the vocabulary, and the common core standards, and the I can statement that were in the beginning. Okay, and then we also have the resource link. So that one's different. So resource links. Okay, and what are they? We have the graphing calculator. Desmos. So Desmos graphing calculator. We have Desmos geometry. There's a lag in my computer. Okay, Desmos scientific calculator. Additional math tools. And the English, Spanish, glossary. I must have wanted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'll fix the the spelling of glossary. Okay, so resource links goes there. So I wanted you to write everything. Okay, so lesson essential question. Lesson vocabulary. Common Core standards. The I can statements. Okay, so then it says go to concept summary. In order to get rid of this, we'll go to less. Let's open it up a little bit bigger. My computer is really lagging today. In order to go to the concept summary, there's two ways we can get there. One way is we can select this next, and we can keep going until we get to the concept summary. So that was example 4. And here's the concept summary here. Another way we can get to it is by selecting this exit up here to the top left, and going back, and then it takes you back to this screen. And then we'd have to go back into the interactive student edition. You can go back to lesson overview and go to concept summary. Okay. So let's see what they want. So go to concept summary, and it says copy the title of the concept summary. So the title is standard form of a linear equation. And then it has copy the sections. So the sections are words, algebra, numbers, and graph. Words, algebra, numbers, and graph. So basically, whatever you learned in this lesson, it will tell you it in words. So we'll write it for you in words. It will explain it to you in algebraic form. It will explain it to you just with numbers. And it will also give you a visual representation with a graph. Okay, now it says, do you understand? Okay, so it's the same thing. We can either go to the right until we get to the do you understand? Okay, it says copy the question for number 2. So up here you see that we have these little circles. So go to page 1, page 2, page 3. Try going to the right arrow key to go to number 2. So copy the question for number 2. Remember, another way that we can go to the do you understand is you can go back here in the exit. Go back into the interactive student edition. Go back into the lesson overview and choose do you understand. Okay. Copy the question. So is how is the standard form of a linear equation similar to and different from the slope intercept form? Okay. This is what happens when you select check answer. Well, I can't select it. Why not? Well, that's because I actually need to put something here. So don't know the answer, so I'll just put hello. And I'll put check answer, and it gives me the correct answer. Okay. Now, when I assign these to you and you do the work, I can see what you type into that box. Okay. So you put, I need to type something into the box. And then when I select the check answer, the correct answer will show up. Okay, so I need to type something into the box, and then when I select the check answer, the correct answer will show up. Right here in the bottom left, there's like a little calculator, so you can, it'll pop up a calculator and you can use that. All right. So next it says how to, or go to practice and problem solving. This is a copy of the practice problems in the book. You can download this page and print it. Okay, so let's go to that. And it's the same thing. We can either go back and exit, or we can press next. If I press next, this section may or may not be the next section. So the next section is, do you know how? So it just kind of depends on what it is that you want to do. Do you want to go to the next section? Do you want to skip around in the sections? It's up to you. Okay. So here's the practice and problem solving, and you can open a PDF. You can download it. You can print this, and here is a copy of it. And if you had the physical book in front of you, this is these are some of the pages in the book. Okay. So it's this one here is 2 pages, and there are 46 questions. All right, so let's see what our next question is. This is how many questions are in this section. So there are 46. Okay, copy the 4 main sections. So there are 4 main sections. Okay, and that's understand and practice. You see how they're like in these little arrows? So understand and practice and apply and assessment practice. Okay, because when we're going through this program, I will be using these terms, so you'll have to be able to go back and forth, okay? So go back to assess and differentiate. How did you get back to the screen? All right, let's see. So we are going to press exit on the top left. And here it is, assess and differentiate. So we got back by pressing the exit. So we clicked on the exit icon on the top left hand side. Okay? And it took me back to the main page for lesson 2-3. Okay, select, okay, 2-3, okay, virtual nerd. Select 2-3 virtual nerd. How to use X and Y intercepts to graph a line in standard form. Describe what happened. So we're going to select this one. And it's telling me, it's telling me we're going to go into a new window. So it tells, actually asks, right? It asks if, it asks to open a new window. Okay, so we'll click on that. And it tells you selected a link that will take you away from Savas Realize website. The privacy protections provided on Savas Realize domain may not be available at the external link. If you have any questions regarding the privacy, security, or content of external sites, we encourage you to read their respective privacy policies or contact the appropriate contacts at those websites directly. So you can press OK. And it takes you to a video explaining to use X and Y intercepts to graph the following line. I will also have videos, but this is something in addition to what I will already be doing for you, okay? So it asks to open a new window. It explains that I am going to an external page, so outside of the program. Okay, then it takes me to a video. Go back to assess and differentiate. How are you going to get back to the screen with assess and differentiate? Okay, so let's see. Well, now this time there's no back button. So what am I going to do? Well, it opened up a new tab. So then all I have to do is click on that other tab again and then go to exit. And there it is. Okay. So how are you going to get back to the screen with assess and differentiate? Okay, so you're going to locate the original when the original tab, then press, or let's select, what did we use? Select exit to get back to the main page where assess and differentiate is. Differentiate. Okay, so that's the part with browse, and there's pretty much it. You'll get better at it as we begin our lessons, but the goal of this scavenger hunt is for you just to become familiar with it before we begin. All right, so it says go to classes, then follow the steps below to complete the scavenger hunt. So this is part 2. So up here in the top middle, it says classes, so we can just select that. Or we could have gone back to realize and selected classes from there. Okay, more than likely you'll only have one class, so select your one class, Algebra 1. And it says copy the 3 sections for assignment. So if I open it up, it actually looks a little bit different. Close this one out. And it has 3 sections, not started, in progress, and completed. Okay, so this is the assignment section, and then this is the e-tool, the e-text and tools section. So if I leave it as a split screen, you can actually see the sections a little bit easier. So for the assignments, we have the not started. So that's where it's going to show you assignments that you have not started yet, that I've assigned and have not been started yet. Okay, in progress or completed. Okay, so here, this example here, we see that these assignments have not been started. If you've started one and you need to go back and finish it, you'll go to in progress. And if there's another page, you can go down here. And then you can go to completed. So what have you done already? All right. So then, are there any assignments in the not started section? Okay, so this is for you. So for yours, it should be no. Are there any assignments on your program? Okay, so are there any assignments in on your program? I'm not sure when you'll be doing this, so you might have assignments on there. And if there are assignments, you need to write those down, okay? So no for this one too. Okay, now go to the e-text tools. So if I scroll down or up here, the e-text tools are right here. So copy the titles of each section. So the first one here is Interactive Student Edition. Realize Reader, Algebra 1. The second one is, let's go to the big screen so that we can see it better. Is Student Edition Algebra 1. Now this is actually your book. Okay, so in order to get to the book, you'll have to go into classes and go through there. So the second one is the Student Edition Algebra 1. Okay, and then the third one is Student Edition Algebra 1 in Spanish. So Student Edition Algebra 1 Spanish. So if you speak Spanish and you want the Spanish version, it's here. Now, what do all these symbols mean? This wrench here are math tools. A through Z is your glossary. This is the Desmos graphing calculator. This one here is the Desmos geometry. Spell that right? No. My computer is not keeping up with my typing, so it's hard for me to type. This one here is the Decimal Scientific Calculator. And the last one is the Multilingual Handout Download. So multilingual handbook download. Okay. So let's just quickly go to the Student Edition Algebra 1, just so you can kind of see. So it's open in a new window, so it's going to do like the earlier one where it's going to open it in a new window. Okay, so this is the cover of your book. So this is actually what your book looks like in print. Okay, and if you go to menu right here on the top right, it'll drop down the table of contents, bookmarks, annotations and highlights, and notebook. If you go to the table of contents, we'll open up the different topics. So the cover, the title page, topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4, and so on. So we were working under topic 2. So if we go to topic 2, it will open the first page in the book, and this is what the book would look like. And it has a topic overview, topic vocabulary, and then we could go to lesson 2-3. And it gives you everything that you were doing earlier with the interactive, but this gives you more of the explanations and everything. So 2B was right here. So it's just the vocabulary is on the left, the reasoning, your essential question is right here, your I can statement, your vocabulary. So this is an option too if you prefer to look at this, and we'll figure that out as we go. But I just wanted to show you. Right, the third section is going to be your grades, but I'm not going to go into it from the interactive one. I'm going to go into it from the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so I think we were on 5 reading. No. As I wait for that to load, it doesn't seem like it wants to load for us today. I'll give it another 5 seconds. Oh, there it is. See? It heard me. Okay, so then let's go through the rest of the scavenger hunt. Okay, so the screen should look similar to this snapshot of the screen. So you would go back to the original page where it says you can click on realize, or you can just click on the grades part on the top section. Okay, and It's going to show you your grades. So your grades probably look something like this because you haven't done anything yet. Maybe you have by the time we have done the scavenger hunt, but the idea is to have done the scavenger hunt before you begin the program. So it should look something like this, and it's going to have your tests and then your progress. So this one here says you haven't received any test scores yet, or your date range above does not include your tests. Adjust the date range to include the due date of your test and check back soon if the due date has not passed yet. Amend your progress. So here's an example of what it could look like. So the blue right here is the scored tests like to mastery. So those are the ones that count. And then the green ones are the ones that are not counting. And we're going to talk more about that as the semester progresses. But this is just an introduction to your program. And then here it'll show you like how many assignments you've completed on time, how many you've completed past due, how many are in progress, and how many you haven't started yet. Okay. Okay, so let's review our objectives again to make sure that we have gone through everything. So students will explore the Algebra 1 program by completing a scavenger hunt. So you should have been completing the scavenger hunt along with me. Students will be able to log into Envision through EasyBridge. So here is a reminder that the EasyBridge icon is the very colorful square located on the top right on your Google page, like next to your icon. Locate topic and its corresponding lessons. So you're going to go to browse and go into your topics, into your lessons from there. Locate their assignments. So you should be able to know where to go to find your assignments that are not started, that are in progress, and that are completed. Locate the e-text and tools, and locate your grades. Okay. Have a good day.